Yo, what is going on, guys? DM on this was Damon here, and welcome to Cretaceous Crusade. The voice cracked though. God, it's been a while since I've done that intro. Oh my god. Alright. Back at it again with the white man. Alright, so obviously we're not playing Ark. We're playing my own role-playing game. But for everyone tuning in, you're seeing the Ark logo. Obviously the music is turned off because YouTube is stupid with copyright and whatnot. And David will be getting on here in any second. Alright, he's trying to kill me, folks. Alright, let me invite you to the party since it is private. There you go. Alright. Alright, David, have you joined the dice lobby?
What?
The dice lobby.
I'm right here with you, Danny.
The dice lobby, or... No? You don't want to join it?
I like my dice.
But it uses Genesis dice.
I want my dice.
Okay. Do you have dice? Genesis dice?
I have my Star Wars dice.
Okay. We're taking his word for it, folks. Alright.
Ollie, shut up. I love you.
Hey David, do you mind turning me down on your end?
I'm going to beat you.
Okay, cool beans.
I can figure out how. You only grab the fucking party. Come on. One of the kitchen. Oh, yeah. I told you to be a party. People. Move. Take me back to the party.
There we go. Alright, so he muted me, so I'm not going to be bugged by that. Alright. It's time to begin our journey. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, David doesn't have a mic, but, David, do you want to borrow my mic? He can't hear you. Okay. Can you hear him, dude? Awesome. Right. No mic needed. Alright, so let's get started on our adventure. Alright, so the scene opens up to a tavern. But it's not ordinary talent. It appears normal at first, but you guys see that it's made out of a mixture of bone, stone, and wood. Very strange design, not human, but human-like, because there's doors and door handles. The door opens up, and inside the lantern-lit tavern you see all kinds of strange humanoid forms with scaly skins. Some have feathers, some don't. Most do not. And then we zoom in on our table of adventurers, and this is the part where we introduce each other's characters. So, who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, David?
I guess I will.
Alright.
Give me a second. I don't really remember my character's code.
Yeah, we can talk about that afterwards. You don't have to say your name right now, then. Yeah, you don't have to mention your name if you don't like it. And we can change it afterwards. Okay.
Damon, where did you send my character sheet?
I sent it to you over Discord.
Discord, great. That's why I couldn't find it. Five in Discord. Here. Alright. So my name is Scale Blackheart.
And?
The rest you'll find out later.
Okay. Do you want to go next character?
It's late.
Okay. We always have our back. Alright. Alright, so my character... I just had to give him a name just now because I actually hadn't given him a name. But his name is Brooks Midnight. His race is obviously an Otherborn. It is very apparent by his smaller stature compared to the obvious Tyrant-born in the room. And then as you can see, he's got all kinds of different tribal markings on him that symbolize that he's a shaman. And in particular, he's a magus, so he specializes in healing. As for what his domain he specializes in, you'll find out about that later. So yeah, we're all sitting around together at the tavern, just getting to know each other. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this young man comes bursting in through the tavern doors. This young Raptorborn, let's say. He comes bursting and he says, "Quick, come help! The Snow Chomper, it's taken another one of our members!" And then so everyone starts kind of flooding out of the tavern. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna stay here and finish my point.
Alright, so you go in behind them. My character falls in with you. So you're just staying behind finishing your pint?
Never waste a good drink.
Alright, that's a good motto. I respect that motto. Alright, so both you and I hit out their character, and we just see this bit of a circle crowding around this area. And in this situation, there can be a couple different things you guys can do, or what you can do. But I'm not going to say what those are. I'm wondering, what do you want to do?
I'm going to finish my pint and finally join you folks.
Alright, so he joins up with us. But what do you do, character? Not that you can see. All you can see is just the crowd of people circling around something.
What do we see?
That's it. You just see people. All right.
I'm going to forcefully push my way through the crowd.
All right. I'm gonna say this is our very first skill check. Everybody give me, we'll say easy athletics checks. So 1 purple against whatever you guys have in athletics. And then my character will do the same. So let's see. I don't have any ranks in athletics. So for me, that's going to be... Yep. So I'll roll first. Or you did. Okay. Well, you got to roll with whatever you have, character. See, for example, right there, I just got a success and advantage because I had a brawn of 3, but I didn't have any ranks in athletics. All right, hold on. Let me pull up your stats. So you don't have any ranks in athletics, but you have a brawn of 2, so you'd be rolling 2 greens. Because athletics is. Now you have a brawn of 2.
I have a brawn of 3.
Oh, is that you, David?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. I need to mute you, David, because I'm going to get confused. There we go. Alright. So you re-rolled that character. Oh, okay, you got 2 success.
You said 1 purple and...
Yeah, it's 1 purple. And you have a brawn of 3, David. I thought for a second there, I thought you were the character.
Yeah, I noticed. I don't have you muted anymore so I can actually hear you.
So, you're just going to be rolling 3 greens because you don't have any ranks in athletics.
This is what I rolled.
So, that's 2 advantage. That's a failure. So...
No, I didn't even roll.
Okay.
Hold on. Here it is.
So that's 2 success, 3 advantage. Okay. So I'm gonna clear all the rolls. There we go. Okay, so you character, you just see David's character just go barreling through this crowd, just like, alright, out of my way, people. Get out of the way. Let me see what's going on here, you know. And both you and I, character, just kind of just dive in with Dave right behind his character. We're still bumping into people, but he's mostly the icebreaker here. And we barrel through into this circle, or this area people have been circling around. And we see a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood. So, definitely a fresh kill. Somebody literally just got killed. And, well, there's no body. It's just blood. And, the boy, this young raptor-born, just all of a sudden starts panically screaming again. That was the 3rd person this week! The snow chomper keeps picking us off one by one. And then it just retreats back to its mountain. There needs to be something done about it. And he slams his fist against his hand.
I'm gonna walk up to the boy.
Okay.
I feel like, why didn't you tell us when he was here?
I just saw him kill the unfortunate fella. I think he was some kind of Oviraptor born. I don't know. He just came out of nowhere, out of the woods, like a flash of lightning, and just grabbed him with his jaws and just started shaking him around like a rag doll. And then he just ran off after he saw me.
Take my thoughts to the wrong.
Oh my god.
Alright, kid. Is that everything you saw?
Yes.
Lean down to him. Be like, you sure you saw nothing else?
Is that a coercion check?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna say that is a easy coercion check. Easy. Coercion. They're not rolling because Dave is the one intimidating the kid.
Would coercion be like 20 or something?
That's willpower.
Oh, willpower. So that's one purple. Right?
Yep. Excuse me.
Purple and then 2 green this time.
Six-win advantage. So he starts panicking a little bit. He's like, "Sir, if you're implying I know something, I really don't. It's just like the last two people earlier this week."
I don't remember them. I was too drunk. Like I'll probably forget about this one.
He just kind of looks stunned.
But what'd you say this thing was?
He lived up on the mountain where it's snowy. It likes that cold. That's why it's colored in feathers, like fur, like the furry things that fly around in the trees. He's referring to small mammals, basically.
Okay, so if I go to this mountain, find where it lives and kill it, then do you want to leave me alone to drink?
Nods his head.
I'm going to look for you two.
Yeah, we're not that far away. We're just kind of just watching this to unfold.
I'm gonna point at you two and be like, let's go kill so I can get back to drinking.
Okay. And what do you say in response to this character?
Part of life, dude. That's why we drink. I say we'll take another big swig.
My character says, we could use that 100 gold piece per hunter reward that I saw earlier. We're all gonna get 100 gold pieces each.
More beer?
The character strokes his non-existent beer. He says, well then, let's get richer.
I lift up my drink, but I'm all for that.
Alright then. So we start the journey. Trying to find something. There it is. There it is. So, is there anything any of you guys want to do over the course of a day's worth of travel?
Find a good place for beer.
Plants and herbs, eh? Okay. Let me pull up my thing here.
Stock up on alcohol.
I don't even need to answer that question.
Let me stock up on all of my alcohol.
Alright, so the resources. Okay. Alright, character, go ahead and give me a, I'm gonna say easy survival skill check. Alright, so survival is a cunning based skill. And you don't have any ranks in survival. So that's gonna be 3 greens against 1 purple. So basically, 2 success, 1 threat. Okay. Alright. So while doing this, you do gain 1 strain, because it is a lot of work getting through some of these thorn bushes without hurting yourself. However, you did find some blueberries. Alright, so you're welcome to give me another survival skill check to figure out what blueberries do. I'm gonna say it's average this time. So it's 2 purples. So I'm bumping up the difficulty a little bit. Yeah, 3 greens against 2 purples. That means it's a little bit harder. Alright, hold on. You did roll. Okay. So you rolled 1 success, 4 advantages. Okay. You know that blueberries can be used for anesthetics, which is a kind of poison. Anesthetics, what they do is they inflict strain. And that's all you know, is that they just are used for anesthetics. And to make anesthetics, you need blueberries plus some myrrh, which is basically hardened tree sap. It's like rocks almost. And green herbs. Alright, so he found some blueberries, and then you're just wandering around hoping to stumble across some alcohol, right?
I'm collecting alcohol.
Collect. Alright, well, I will go ahead and do a roll to actually see if you find any. So if you roll a natural 20 on this D20, David, you find alcohol. A 17! You almost found some fucking alcohol.
Give me some wine.
He thinks he finds some alcohol, but then he realizes it's just a fucking empty bottle. And he throws it, and you throw it at a tree very angrily and it shatters into a bunch of pieces.
I will
Oh, trust me, I think you will if you keep this up. Alright, so as you guys are looking for different materials in nature and things that aren't a part of nature, like alcohol, the sun starts setting, and you guys think you hear something in the bushes. And you guys are welcome to either give me perception, vigilance, or investigation checks. And I'm gonna say that they are... Oh yeah, okay.
What was it?
Either investigation, perception, or vigilance. So basically it's like a preference of, do I use my intellect, my willpower, or my cunning? The difficulty is going to be average, but it's upgraded twice, so basically 2 reds against whatever you roll you make. So for example, my character... Yes. No. You can either roll an investigation, perception, or vigilance check to gain more insight in what's making a ruckus in the bushes. So my character's gonna roll for vigilance, because he actually has a pretty decent willpower. Okay, what do you mean exactly? Okay, like in the far right column, under ranks, it should say how many ranks you have in it. And that's how many yellow dice you have in the pool, typically. Okay. So my character's gonna roll, and David failed, but you did gain 1 advantage. So you know that whatever is in those bushes, David, it's a large size. It's the same size as you are.
It's not alcohol.
It's not alcohol.
That's all my character thinks.
Okay. So just to make things... Okay, so you have a cunning of 3, so I would definitely recommend rolling perception. If you don't have any ranks in it, then you just be rolling 3 greens against 2 reds. My character failed as well. Oh, character rolled, succeeded. So my character got 2 failures and 4 advantage. So I know for a fact as well that whatever is in those bushes is definitely big as well. It's large. And then character, do you want to know what it is that we're about to encounter? Because he succeeded. He got 2 successes. Character, you know for a fact, based on the chittering that you were able to pick up that we couldn't hear, that these are feather claws. And what a feather claw is, outside a game, is a Deinonychus, which is a member of the Dromaeosaur family of raptors. So basically, these are big feathered raptors that we're about to fight. Probably. Yeah, we're probably gonna fight. Unless you guys want to try and talk your way out of it somehow. Alright, so we'll clear those rolls. Alright. So that means that since you were able to pick up on them first, character, you will get a boost on your initiative roll. And how initiatives are done is that we roll, or no, you don't get a boost die. What happens is, sorry about that. Sorry about the confusion there. But basically what we do is we all do simple perception checks. If we were able to figure out what it was. However, if we weren't able to figure out what it was, then we roll vigilance instead. And they're all simples. We don't ever roll difficulties on initiatives. So for initiatives, I am rolling a rank, or a yellow die, and 2 greens, because I have 1 rank in vigilance. And I'm going to roll that. I have 4 success and an advantage. You would be rolling 3 greens. And just 3 greens, since you have a cunning of 3 in perception. Alright, so that's 1 success on David's part. Alright, and then character rolled 2 success and an advantage. Character. You rolled 2 success, 1 advantage. And then David rolled 1 success. And then these Deinonychids. So for them, since they're sneaking up on us, and okay, so they're going to be rolling 3 yellows. And there are 4 of them, by the way. Yep. Advantage. Okay. That. For advantage. Advantage. Alright, and the last one. Here we go. Oh wow, Triumph. Shit, that one's definitely going first. Triumph, 4 success and 1 advantage. And if you ever get a triumph on an initiative roll, you will pretty much almost automatically go first. Pretty much. Unless somebody else has a triumph, in which case, you know, they gotta beat your successes and advantages. So, Mr. Deinonychid number 4 is gonna be going first. And it's going to attack at random. So 1d4, roll it, it's going to be attacking me. Alright. It's going to be attacking me with, say, the first thing on here. And we're going to say they're at extreme range. So they're pretty far away from us. Oh, what's going on, Hit? Welcome to the live stream. We're playing Cretaceous Crusade. It's a role-playing game. Oh, I think he just left. Oh shit. Oh well. So... Okay. So it's going to be moving 2 range bands because they are naturally faster than most other creatures, but it's also going to gain 3 strain to move again, and now it's going to attack me with its action. No, I'm not playing Ark, buddy. So it's going to be attacking me with a bite attack. Alright, and then I don't have any melee or range defense, so all I've got is my soak. So here we go. Four yellows and 1 green against 2 purples. It actually failed with 3 advantage. So I don't know how to feel about that. It basically just failed with 3 advantage. Okay. Yes. Or if you completely blanked out with just advantages, then that's also a fail. Or just threats, that's also a fail. If you have a triumph, then you succeed. If you have a despair, you know, then you succeed. And, yeah, so 3 advantages. It fails with 3 advantages, and it's going to spend those 3 advantages to use the Pounce ability on me. So now I'm grappled, and I can't really do anything. Can't perform any actions. And now it is going to be my turn. Oh boy, I am grappled. The only thing I can do is do a brawl check or athletics check to become 3. And I don't have ranks in either, so it's gonna be my brawn against its brawn. So that's gonna be formidable. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's right. It has adversary 3, so any skill checks made against them are upgraded 3 times. So, here we go. 1 failure, 1 advantage. You guys just see me struggle on the ground as I'm being pinned down to the ground by this giant feathered raptor. And I'm just failing at trying to kick it off of me. So, there goes my turn. And now it is character's turn. What are you gonna do? You just saw a raptor come out of those bushes and pounce right on top of me, and now I'm struggling to get it off of me. I would say you're at medium range from me. Yes. Yes. Yeah, bolt. Yeah, bolt goes up to long range at the most. So it covers short, medium, and long range. If you fail, it might. Alright, bolt it is. Go ahead and give me an average Arcana check. Oh boy. Alright, so you have 2 ranks in Arcana, it's average. So that's going to be 2 yellows against 2 reds and a purple because they have an adversary of 3. That is success with 4 threats. So I'm gonna open up my core rulebook here to see if I can do anything about those threats. Because there are some pretty interesting things that happen if you generate enough of those. Okay, so you succeed and you hit the raptor, but character, you overexert yourself and lose your magical connection, and you are unable to cast spells for the rest of this encounter since you rolled 4 threats. You now have a 2 out of 4 on your drain threshold. Alright, so let's see what Bolt does. 6 damage. Accurate of 1. Oh, I forgot to have him roll the boost die. I'll roll that boost die right now, actually, for him. 2 advantages. Alright. Never mind. That doesn't happen then. I should just have this out. What am I doing? Okay. So 2 threats. Alright, well. He gains 2 strain, and that's it. I'm just gonna say he gains 2 strain. So now he's got 3 out of 10 on his strain. Alright. So the Feather Claw, wound threshold 35. So 6 out of 35 damage. There's no need to calculate soak. Or, yeah, there is need to calculate soak. What am I talking about? Never mind. It only does 1 point of damage. That does add 2 setbacks on his next turn. Alrighty then, character. So, you successfully hit that raptor with your lightning bolt, dealing a whopping 1 point of damage to it, because it does have a soak of 5. The lightning bolt doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and you didn't generate any additional successes. And you had 2 threats total, gaining 2 strain. And that's about it. And now it is feather number 1's turn. And this is sees you, character, after you just attacked one of its pack mates, and it's going to attack you. That's not good at all. I forgot to even calculate their melee and range defense. God, what am I doing? Anyways, it's too late now.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's not my turn.
Alright. So it's going to attack you with a claw attack. Alright, character, do you have your quarterstaff out when you cast your spell? Okay. That adds 1 setback to the Feather Claw's attack against you. Alright then, here we go. So... and there we go. 3 success. Alright. So the Feather Claw is coming in at you. Actually, I'm going to add 1 more difficulty die there. Okay, and 1 threat. Alright. So it gains an additional strain. So that is 9 damage total. And then -2 because of your soak value, that's 7. Rounds out at about a 7. So now you are at 7 out of 12 wounds. Character. Alright, David, it's your turn now. We'll go for the one that's on me. Alright. I'm gonna say you're at medium range from me.
Huh?
I'm gonna say you're at medium range from me.
Medium range?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to engage.
Alright, so you spend your free maneuver to move into short range, and then you want to use your other one, which will give you 3 strain to move into engage range. No? Okay.
I'm just gonna put my shield up.
Alright. Is that your turn, or?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
I'll put my shield up and slowly walk towards you.
Alright. So then, second feather comes out of the bushes, and it is going to attack you, David. It sees you marching over. It sees that it's brothers or sisters or tangling with me and character having a fairly reasonably easy time taking us out. So it's going to go after you. Alright, and then let me see your stats.
Have fun with my pipe shield.
Keep in mind that damage only applies when you attack with it.
Okay.
Alright. So you have your shield out, what else do you have out?
Well, I have my scimitar, one of my scimitars and my other one.
Okay.
I just have my shield up in front of me. So I'm not ready.
Alright, so your shield adds 1 setback die to the attack. Alright, then here we go. Wow, it actually failed with 4 advantages. So it does exactly what it did with me, and that is it actually pounces on you. And so now you're grappled, and the only thing you can do on your turn is basically either attack it, albeit you'd be adding, you'd be upgrading the die roll, you'd be upgrading the difficulty, and it's already upgraded 3 times because of the adversary quality. So the difficulty gets boosted big time. And then your other is to just roll against its brawn, which is a 5, so it's going to be formidable no matter what. And yeah, that's its turn. And then the last feather claw comes out. Right. But before it can do anything, this big roar comes out of the forest. a big, and out comes this snow chomper. But on the back of the snow chompers, you guys clearly see, yelling and screaming, this raptorborn with a bow in his hands, shooting arrows at the feather claws, and then the fourth feather claw that came out of the bushes to join in the fray just now all of a sudden makes a sound, and it calls its pack mates to come to it, and then they retreat into the forest. And as you guys are collecting yourselves after the skirmish that just occurred, this raptorborn warrior, as it appears, kind of comes up to you on his snow chomper steed and says, "Ah, dear friends, it appears I showed up in the nick of time. You guys might have been featherclaw kibble if I hadn't shown up in time, along with my trusty steed here, Cola." And Cola gives out a mean growl. Alright. So, how do you guys react to this?
I need more alcohol. I'm going to look at our Chomper and say, do you have any alcohol?
Oh my god. I'm afraid not, dear friend. I only brought the necessities. The party going I save for when I go into town. Anyways. He gets off his steed. I suppose you guys wouldn't mind my company for the night, no?
I want answers before anything.
And what questions would be haunting you, my friend?
Let's see. Your little buddy here, or unless there's another one of them, has been, I guess, coming into town and killing other people. And we came out here to find out what we can. I honestly just came here to kill it so I can just go back to drinking. You know, I don't want to be here, I want to drink. But town's too chaotic and bar just won't shut up about it. I don't know if you know how it's like, but it's just, I just want a good peaceful drink. And I couldn't find any alcohol before I left, and now here you are with the thing we came to hunt. But you told this, so I'm in a bit of paper here.
He kind of stops before you say anything else. I'm afraid you're confused, my friend. This is not the same snow chomper you're probably looking for. I found this one a couple days back. I caught it. I'm in the process of rigorously taming it, and he pulls its reins a bit, and it growls at him. And as you can see, it's not fully accustomed to my presence quite yet, but it will be, and it will call me master, and it has not left my sight since. However, I'm aware that there are probably other snow chompers in the area. I wouldn't be surprised if this one is possibly distantly related to the one you guys are following.
I don't care what it is. If you know where the hell these little things is, so I can clear towards the taste blood and I can taste alcohol.
Alright, what's your idea?
I'm
How do you feel about that idea, David?
gonna whisper to my, I'm guessing he's smaller than me, my little friend.
Yeah.
And just be like, I like the way you think, but I'm a man who like to owe my debt. He just saved us. So if we're gonna kill his little buddy, we gotta make sure that my debt's paid, otherwise I'm gonna have to kill you.
Ooh.
I'm all for that idea. Just make sure my debt's paid. Like, let me save his life once or something, or I don't know. Then we can kill his thing and then take his little buddy, and then if we have to, we'll kill him, and then get some money and drink some booze later. It's almost as if a god doesn't want us to have fun. Maybe I just want to drink my paladin days away.
Ah, my snow chomper? No, it's about, it's getting there. It's not quite as big as an adult. It's still an adolescent. Chances are the one that you guys are probably looking for is an adult. An adolescent wouldn't dare come anywhere near a village to try and hunt people. Oh, also, by the way, my apologies. My name is Ryani, and I am a lone warrior. And as you can see, I have a very strong passion of taming animals. This snow chomper here. This one is going to be my own personal one, but the one that you guys are probably hunting, I think I would like to try and take it as well. Unless you guys would concur and would rather have it dead.
I would concur because I wish to kill.
Okay then.
I don't want to stand here and wait for you to sing with me if you sing to kill it.
I understand.
That's less drinking time for me.
I am a good man.
Other two have alcohol, but I don't care.
He says out loud, I am a good man. And I have just saved your lives. I'm not entitled to anything. However, I will give you guys some time to think about it as I guide you guys to where I think the snow chomper might be lurking. As an extra token of gratitude for gracing me with your presence. Especially you. You must be a mighty worshiper of a mighty divine god yourself.
That I am.
Well then, we can talk all about it as we build a campfire.
If you have any alcohol, feel free to talk all night with you.
Good sir, I already answered that question. I do not. And sir, I don't think you even need alcohol to be drunk. He chuckles a little bit. Alright.
I'm gonna lean over to my little buddy and be like, don't worry, that must be like a loner joke. I don't understand it.
Alright.
As long as we kill one of these snow, whatever it costs.
Alright.
My money, our money, then.
So, what do you guys do for the next 12 hours? Because this is the part where it's like, alright, it's getting late, it's nighttime now, you know.
I guess since I haven't been drinking for 5 hours, I guess I'm like sobering up. Sadly. Fight's better when I'm not sober. I guess I'll just set up camp, try to pay my debt some way.
Alright. And what are you doing, character?
Him, I guess, about our religious figure.
Oh, it's nighttime. It's like early nighttime, like 7 or 8 o'clock. Say that again?
Doing a perimeter check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can honestly barely hear you. Your mic seems very low.
I can hear it fine.
Okay, I guess just my mic then. Yes, that's much better. Alright then. So you look around the perimeter for a while. There isn't much anything going on other than occasional hoots and calls of the random animal or dinosaur. And then while you, David, are telling Ryani about the great Uglaus, the divine god of war, all of a sudden you hear out of the corner of your ear, psst.
I'm going to look that way.
Give me investigation, perception, or vigilance check. And I'm going to say it's easy.
I don't have any of those. Investigation.
Perception or vigilance. So it's either intellect, cunning, or willpower.
Which are two? And what's the
Hmm?
What's the difficulty?
Easy. 1 purple.
Purple. Nope.
Oh, that's 1 failure. You look over, and you're still kind of getting used to being sober for once. So you're like,
I get. I'm very upset.
you're kind of looking around, and he's still going, psst, over here, psst, over here. And finally, after like what seems like forever, you finally figure out where the source of the noise is coming from. You know, like, have you ever had those moments where somebody's trying to, and you're taking forever to figure it out, you know? Like, it's like one of those moments.
I'm just going to yell and just be like, I'm not drunk enough for this shit.
Randy looks over to you and says, "Hey, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Or what? Never mind.
Myself, because I'm sober for once, and I don't like it.
Okay, calm down, big fella.
Go back to staying up the camp. I'm gonna do a quick perimeter check as well,
All right, if you insist, man.
and then I'm gonna go towards whatever the hell is trying to get my attention.
You don't have to go far, because right after you pass his snow chomper, you hear right behind you go, psst, here. And what do you do?
I'm too sober for this. I'm just like, I don't like this. I'm gonna look at the snow chomper and like, this fuck you. I swear to God.
The snow chomper this entire time has been looking dead center in space, but then it finally looks straight at you and says, "Hey."
What? What?
I don't like him. Can you free me?
I can kill him.
That works too.
Okay. You gotta do me a solid though.
What's that?
I need something from one of your species. I don't give a fuck what it is, because I need to get drunk, man. Just give me something that might convince the people of town to think that we killed one of your kind.
That's not an easy task.
Huh?
That's not an easy task.
You'll figure it out. And can I see my friend?
Yeah, you see character over I'd say medium range away from you.
I'm just gonna yell. Hey, you, whose name I forgot. Come here. I need to talk to you.
Alright, character, what do you do?
Gonna yell again. Get your tiny ass over here.
Alright, so you come over, and what do you say, David?
I'm gonna like pull him in close and be like, this dude's pet wants us to kill him. Or get rid of him in some case. I don't care. He said it'll turn, he'll help us find some form of way to make the village safe to kill one of the species so we can get back and I can get drunk. And it's over, man. It's not cool. So help me kill this douchebag so we can take something off his pet. What year is it? I haven't been sober for like 14 years. The thing said doesn't like that other dude. We'll be like, tell him what you told me so I can get him on board to help me kill the thing so we can do the plan.
Right as you say that, Randy comes back over with some firewood and he's like, oh, I'm back. Oh, he drops the firewood right by the fire. Oh, I haven't carried that much wood in forever. Oh, how's our friend doing? He looks at you.
Huh?
Ah, still sobering up, I see. He sits down.
Please help.
Oh, you don't need help. You just need a good night's sleep. And he says, you know, you want to know something really funny and crazy I heard the other day at some village? That apparently some dinosaurs can fucking talk. Like, what? Like, what, some animals talk?
Slowly turn my head to my partner and be like, huh, isn't that weird?
He just glares at you.
No, I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at the snow jumper. I'm looking at character person. Just be like, huh, isn't that weird? And I then like slightly nudge the snow jumper.
Snow Chomper just growls.
I growl back.
Whoa.
Very grumpy because I'm not drunk right now.
He licks his lips.
I sharpen my scimitar.
He sniffs the scimitar.
Huh?
He sniffs the scimitar. He snorts.
Yeah, I bet it's not fun sniffing metal.
I bet it's not fun getting fucking mucus on you either. You just like, ugh.
I'm too sober, I don't care. Look at character again and be like, do something before I do it. Look at the snow chomper. I'm gonna look at the snow chomper and be like, I'm gonna distract that douchebag, you better talk to him. I walk over and I start talking to the other dude about my god, who I don't remember because I'm not drunk.
Alright. Sort of drunk, I'm not God. Alright.
So I'm distracting what's his name, so hopefully this fucking creature is not making me fucking crazy because I'm sober. I think now the effects of being drunk are now the effects of being sober.
Now, character, I want you to give me an investigation, perception, or vigilance check to see if you actually can figure out if that is actually coming from the snow chomper. Investigation, perception, or vigilance.
You just hear me scream, I wish I had alcohol!
Oh my god.
What's my gun again?
3 greens. 1 purple.
What's my gun again?
Uglaus,
Uglaus?
the divine god of war.
I swear to Uglaus, I need
Alright. So, you look straight at the snow chomper and think for your second, my god, that drunk ass fucking was that drunk ass knew what the fuck he was talking about. He wasn't crazy. That's exactly what you think. You look straight at the snow chomper and he says, yeah, I can talk. I don't like talking. I only talk when I need to. Like right now. Yes, I don't like him. I don't want to be tamed. Because I'll be killed.
I can't hear you, so... I'm gonna get up and I'm just gonna say really loud so you guys can hear me. Okay, man, you focus that part. I wanna go check on them and see what they're doing. Why you talking to your pet dino or whatever the fuck. You keep working on the fire. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna be like, are we talking now? Can we kill? Can we kill? I really want alcohol. Can we kill? Apologize later. Tell me the plan. I want to kill things. If this fucking snow thing stays true to my deal with it, then I'll be more than happy to just get free with clean hands. Stay here with Snowboy and Snow Dino fucker. I'm gonna go kill him. I'm gonna walk up behind what was his name again?
Ryani.
I'm gonna walk up behind and just like scimitar in hand and just slice it through his stomach, through his back, out of his stomach, and then starts moving up.
Oh, how am I gonna do that?
Cutting him in half. Yeah, me stabbing him through the back and his guts. Like,
You know what? Before that even happens, as you're walking towards him, he just kind of all of a sudden says out loud, you know, I miss my wife and kids, man. Man.
I'm gonna stop.
I love those buggers.
I'm gonna stop before I do it. I'm just gonna be like, in my head, I'm just gonna be like, I hope they're dead, because then you can see them again. And then...
Give me a hard discipline check.
Discipline is... I am not gonna pass this. I have nothing discipline. And hard is... 2?
3. 3 purples.
If I pass this, you better buy me some alcohol.
Man, this is not going to be easy. You guys got to make it hard. You guys have to make it hard. Alright, we're rolling with it. You stab right through his back, and then he just slumps to the ground dead. Right next to the campfire.
I look back towards Bird Boy. Not Bird Boy, Snow, whatever, and just be like, "Stop doing for it, fucker."
Alright, so I have to know. Did you do as how you described, where you just kind of just cut him in half almost?
Yes.
Alright. Alright. That adds 10 to your negative. That adds negative 10 to your alignment. Man, this is.
You knew full well that I was going to try if you can.
I know.
I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to make that negative 10 of my word.
Alright. So, now what are you guys gonna do? You guys just killed a man.
I'm going to take my scimitar. I'm going to splash the blood off of it. And put it back in its seat. And I'm going to look at his one pen and be like, "Now hold up your end of the deal, bitch, or you're next."
He just kind of grumbles and growls a little bit.
I start to walk over there, pulling the scimitar back out. "Give me something that makes the village think you're dead. Please, I want alcohol."
I told you it was no easy task, he says.
I'm gonna look at characters and be like, what do you think would be good enough that we can take from him that won't kill him, so he can go off and live his dino life, that we can just take back to the village to make them think we killed it, and we get our money and so I can drink.
Oh boy. Character, did you die?
That hope.
Okay. Do you guys want to know what a snow chomper is out of game?
Yeah, why don't you tell me so I can fucking take a piece of it?
A snow chomper outside of game is a Eutyrannus, which is a member of the Tyrannosaur family. And these are well known for living in cold climates, hence why they are covered head to toe in feathers, very thick fur-like feathers. He just kind of looks at you very wide-eyed.
I'm only gonna take a tiny piece off. You'll be fine.
He starts to growl and starts backing up. Ooh. Ooh.
We don't need a big piece. We just need a tiny piece. It won't hurt. Unless you're a pussy.
He starts backing up even more.
I have an idea. Wanna go one of its teeth?
It stops backing up. It opens up its mouth.
As it does, I'm punching that tooth as hard as I can.
You just hear a crack as the tooth goes flying out.
And for good measure, I punch another tooth out. One of the baby teeth that it doesn't need. I'm gonna go pick up the teeth, put them in my bag, and be like, I'm going to the bar, let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna say since you were cruel to both the Ryani and the Snow Chomper, I'm gonna say you gain another negative 25 to your alignment.
Yes. That's gonna be amazing for me.
Yeah, because his goal is to end up becoming chaotic evil, and he's probably gonna become chaotic evil. It's almost guaranteed.
This chaotic evil is fun.
Okay, so David, fun fact. Both me and character are actually chaotic good.
Huh?
Both me and character are actually chaotic good.
I don't care.
Alright.
I may be lawful evil, but I will become chaotic evil.
Alright. And then the Snow Chomper says in a very weakened voice, "You got what you need."
Huh?
He spits out some blood. "Now free me." He demands that you free him.
I'm gonna cut off anything that's keeping him chained down.
Yeah, the saddle, the reins, everything.
Now go live your life.
It stomps off. It kind of cocks its head back. We don't have names.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a wild beast. We got the teeth. Can we go now?
Just kind of growls and keeps moving. Up further up the mountain where it's colder.
Bye.
Okay. Alright, and then, so what do you guys do now?
We're heading back to town. Are you kidding me? I need alcohol. Tell me why? Why? Hurry up. You're reading.
Alright, so let's see here. What did he have on him? So, let me get this straight. You guys looted him?
Yes, you're reading.
Alright. He had a maul, a bow with 20 arrows, and that's it. Other than that, they're just necessity items that you guys probably don't need.
I'm just gonna throw this shit on the ground and be like, useless.
Alright, and how do you feel about this gear character? He said he was only bringing with him the necessities. You're good? Alright. My character's good too. My character doesn't participate in any of this.
I'm gonna take my scimitar out because I'm mad now. I'm just gonna chop his head off.
Wow.
The injury. There's 2 parts of the head, doesn't matter.
Adds another negative 18.
Oh, I could have fun with this, but I'm not going to take advantage of this.
Oh, trust me, David, you've already...
What, David?
Trust me, David, you're gonna be at a 0 already. I already know. Alright, now what do you guys do? It's still night. It's like 9 or 10 now.
Can we head back to town now?
You guys are gonna go during the middle of the night? Alright.
Fine.
Alright. So you guys stay there for the night. You guys sleep off a bit.
Sleep off the no damage I took.
Yeah. Character sleeps off 1 wound of damage, so now he's at 6 out of 12, and he sleeps off all of his strain and drain.
I've never woken up sober. I don't like it. I wait for it to end.
Alright, and then I'm also going to say you guys ate out of some of your rations.
What?
I'm also going to say you guys ate out of some of your rations.
How many... Does what's his face, who I just killed, have rations?
Yes, I'm going to say he had like 1 day of rations left.
Eat his rations.
Okay.
Because I don't care about him.
Alright, so you got 9 days of rations left, character. And then me, I have 9 as well.
I should still have 10.
And then, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and hand over to you, character, a bottle, and say, here, drink it. Do you drink it?
I'm gonna look at that bottle and be like, that better not be alcohol.
Okay, give me a good old perception check. I'm gonna say it's easy. So 3 greens against 1 purple. To discuss 1 advantage. You smell sweetness. Like as if it's from one of these green herbs that you smelled one time. You feel a lot better. You feel a lot of those aching wounds that are still kind of open and are probably infected by this point start to slowly heal up a little bit faster, and you see the pus kind of pour out as it was infected. And you heal 5 wounds. You got 1 out of 12. And I now have 2 potions of healing left. Alright, so do we all go back down the mountain? Alright, so we head back down the mountain. And after an hour, and there's anything you guys want to do along the way down?
No.
No?
I won't find alcohol out here.
Alright. Anything you want to do out here, character? No? Okay. Alright, so we all head back down the mountain. And we go into town. And who do we go to first with this reward?
I'm going to turn in the keys so I can get some money, just so I can go get more alcohol.
Alright then. So the leader of the village, or one of the council members, at the meeting hall, examines the 2 for a bit, or teeth. Do you give them both teeth? And they share the teeth amongst each other.
Keep one of those.
And the council members end up giving both teeth back to the head one, and he says, "There's no need. You can keep both. Now get out."
I take them back and it's like,
"These belong to an adolescent. The one that's been killing our people was an adult."
you never told me this. I start to get mad. I need alcohol, and I walk out.
Alright, so you're gonna go out look for alcohol?
I'm gonna go get alcohol because I can't play this not drunk.
Alright, so you go to the tavern, you try and get some alcohol, but then you realize you're broke. So then you just borrow some alcohol, like it's half full, from a bum on the street. And take a couple swigs. What about you, character? Your guys' plan didn't work. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna say that's where we're gonna end it here. Yep, so you got him some extra alcohol. You guys did not complete the adventure module. You guys failed. Even if you guys would go out and actually get the Snow Chomper, it'd be really hard to actually convince these council members that this is actually the real Snow Chomper, since now they're under the impression that you guys pretty much tried to trick them. So...
Well, technically we did, but again, we were never told that it was an adult. We were just told it was Snow Chomper.
And...
I didn't lie.
You know, take it as you will. They took it as, you know, like, cause like that's the thing, like, even the freaking, warrior, Randy told you guys that an adolescent wouldn't dare go towards the village. So at that point, it's like, almost like common knowledge. So, take that as you will. But, overall, you guys didn't gain any experience. You guys did not complete the adventure module.
I did gain negative.
Yes, so we'll do that in a second.
That was a plus for me.
So overall, like, I can imagine, like, David's like on like the sidewalk, just kind of bummed that it kind of failed and he didn't get the fucking money. And he's kind of looking at the bottle the bum loaned him, and he's getting another bottle from character here, and then literally in big fat red letters and like bold it says failed, like freaking GTA style fail.
Right.
Mission failed. Alright.
I don't feel bad for failing, I feel bad for not having alcohol.
Alright, do you guys want to know what you guys basically missed out on in the rest of the adventure module?
I know what I missed out on.
No, I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
I missed out on the alcohol.
Alright, what about you, character? Alright, so basically Ryani, you know, he explained to you guys his deal, you know, and that was, you know, he was really nice. He was gonna guide you guys to where he thought the snow chomper that was killing the people was gonna be, and that was gonna be on the top of the mountain in the cave in its lair, where it was nice and snowy. And along the way, you guys were gonna encounter another character, and his name was Bertome, and he was a tyrant-born warrior as well. But what's interesting is that he would have been pretty neutral with you guys, and he would have had a pet Dilophosaurus, or a frillneck is what they're called. Those are the dinosaurs from that's the dinosaur from Jurassic Park that got Nedry, the one with the frill, like a frilled lizard. The spits, yeah. He would have had those, kind of like a pet dog almost. And later on during the adventure module, you guys were going to find out that he had a brother, apparently, who was a guardian just like David. That means that Bertome and David would probably gotten along pretty well. I mean, Bertome isn't a guardian, but, you know, in a sense, Bertome would have viewed David as kind of like a brother almost.
There's still a chance to meet him, we gotta go back out of the woods.
Maybe. So basically, you guys were going to eventually find out in the adventure module that Bertome's brother, who had gone up there to find this snow chomper, had actually died and had been eaten, and they would have found what was left of him, which wasn't much of anything by this point, probably a couple of bones and some snow, along with a bunch of his guardian gear. And Bertome was about to get pissed, so then it was going to be like choose your side kind of deal between Ryani and Bertome. Do you side with Ryani, you know, to help him tame the snow chomper, or do you team up with Bertome, you know, do you align with Bertome and decide to kill it to get revenge? And then you guys were going to face it, and it was going to be like a small boss fight. It probably wouldn't have lasted for too long, because at that point it'd be like 4 players against one boss, or mini boss, however you guys want to look at it. And then there would have been these ice pillars in there, and I would have made them very obvious, and a couple of them would have actually had money in them, and you guys would have had the option to destroy them. But there was also going to be a bunch of ones that were going to be empty, and there was going to be really 2 special ones, and you guys wouldn't be able to see the items inside of them. But the 2 really special pillars would have been a sword called the Snow Chomper's Bane, which would have had the accurate 1 quality, but it would have had the accurate 3 quality when fighting a snow chomper, or when attacking a snow chomper. So basically you'd be adding 3 boost dice on attacks made with that sword against a snow chomper. So basically it's like an enchanted sword. And then the other one, which would have been the one, if you had destroyed this one, the cave would have started collapsing. You guys would have had the GTFO, and if any of you had failed, you would die. You would be caved in and die immediately. But this one would be on the very end of the back of the lair, and inside that one would be a magic staff, and you guys would not figure out what exactly it does until the next adventure module. Because that one I would have to think out a bit, but I already had a couple mines in mind, such as maybe a thornwood staff or some other kind of special magical alloy quality like adamantium or blood steel maybe. I had a bunch of ideas in mind. So that's what you guys missed out on. There was a lot more at stake. If I were you guys, I'd take this as a learning experience.
Nope.
Alright, you know what that means, character. You're the only one who has to learn. If you don't want to learn from that experience, I don't know what will.
You know how I play, Damon. I don't.
Alright, alright. Yeah, and you don't gain any negative penalty morality for just watching him do it. So, your morality doesn't change at all this session since he didn't do anything super notable. But David did. David 100%. I mean, I don't think I even have to roll, honestly. But I'll do it anyways, since you are technically leaning towards lawful evil because of your race.
Huh?
But it's not gonna matter. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. All it did was reduce the morality to like a 51 from a 50 free. I don't even have to do the math. You are like literally a 0. And you're now officially chaotic evil, David.
Wow, I reached my goal in 1 second.
Yep.
Never. I will kill everyone.
Alright, David. But in case it wasn't obvious, David, I am not a bitch dungeon master. I will let my characters do whatever they want, but whatever consequences come their way, you have to deal with them. And the consequence, no money, and no special rewards. Nope.
I'm not a bitch when it comes to that either.
Alright.
Like when I killed an entire village.
Alright.
Entire continent.
Okay, well, that's much more heftier than what happened this session, but we'll get into that at a later point.
My second.
Say what?
That you're also further in with my sessions.
Alright. And?
In my first one, that was a mistake I had to fix. So.
Okay. But I didn't overstat anything.
Nope.
So.
I never.
And the Deinonychus, that pack was not meant for you guys to fight for very long. It was literally like one turn, see how you guys do in combat, and then have them all scared away.
I didn't even get to do anything.
Yeah, because all you did was move.
I'm not gonna put strain on myself. Me, I'm not stupid. I played Star Wars RPG. Strain is dangerous.
Alright, so I don't know how you guys feel about that first session, but personally as a Dungeon Master, I feel a little disappointed, but it's whatever. Now we're going to get into the main campaign.
So many problems.
Oh my god, David. Oh, you triggered him, David.
Oh, here we go. How old are you?
Tell him, character, tell him.
Yeah, tell me. Oh wow. Oh my.
Yeah, but you just turned 20.
Don't matter. 20 is 20.
Oof.
Again, 20 is 20.
Oof. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end it here, folks. So if you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, then stick around, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. And there goes David.